What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, fixed air moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all. Thanks for being here. Hope your week's off to a good start. Happy hump day. What's up with the hump day? Well, got that moon locked and loaded here in Scorpio, so it's definitely intense. There's still some Sun-Pluto vibes that are separating. So we're coming off of that Sun-Pluto conjunction, that annual conjunction that we had. But the moon's not squaring Pluto and the Sun today, so there can feel like a nice little release of pressure compared to Tuesday, which definitely brought up more emotions, more intensity. Today's a little bit more subtle with the energies, with some of this Pisces energy and the trine to Saturn, trine to Venus by the evening. It's definitely a little bit more smooth. I think we're feeling things, but we're able to ideally flow with the depths, flow with the intensities in a way that's hopefully more beneficial to our soul, letting us be more creative, more in a place where we're channeling from the depths to hopefully acquire or innovate some kind of this future. It's Aquarius season. It's Aquarius season, first Aquarius season with Pluto locked and loaded in Aquarius in our lives. So it's kind of a big, just vibrational shift. We're done with Mercury squaring Chiron. So I think the mind is a little bit more free today to look at how it can plan, look at how it can create, innovate, help us find our unique edge that we can channel from the depths to put the vision together into more of a perspective. This Mercury definitely wants to understand how to go about the plan, and I do think that Wednesday offers us a better opportunity than we've had in a little bit of time here to kind of see what maybe the future might hold. But that Mercury is also opposite Mars, so there could still be some loud conversations, some there possibly some emotional outbursts with this moon in Scorpio, and or we're completely like restricting ourselves from saying what we need to and being honest and truthful about our emotions and our feelings, and we can want to hide things beneath the surface too. So kind of double-edged sword with that one. Like, some people are going to be loud and some people aren't going to tell you anything, and maybe it's going to feel really cold in some conversation with people, but overall, not so bad. Venus is starting to sextile over to Uranus, and that's definitely, I think it's more liberating when we're able to kind of have empathy for other people right now and kind of see everybody's unique path and journey and values, and to kind of flow with that instead of trying to control situations or have things be perfect. It's more about just being honest. If you're feeling something, say it. It can help get you to your future. If there's just no reason to hold yourself back from expression right now. If there's some deep stuff boiling and a conversation needs to be had, just have it. But try to have it in a way that isn't going straight to war, but that's more or less, having it in a constructive manner where it's like, this is important to me. This is, some of my vulnerabilities that need to come out and be expressed. And even Venus and Mercury in their sextile, and Mercury heading on its trine over to Uranus. There's more, positive Mercury stuff than this opposition. So communication can go a long way into the understanding of value and getting things dialed for what's important, seeing a future, understanding a future, not being too hard on ourselves or doubting ourselves or thinking that we don't have the foundation to get up to the top of the mountain. We don't have the base, but we do. So mental, your mindset is super important right now, without everything having to be perfectly fine, detailed, tuned up, just to kind of trust the flow, but have your sort of vision, your path dialed, if you will. And even Mars, starting to square Chiron, it's not pretty, So it's not an easy transition here into the end of the year. We're going to have in 33 days, Mars is going to go direct, squaring Chiron, and Venus is actually going to come into Aries and retrograde just a few days later, just 4 days, or actually 6 days after Mars goes direct. So we're like it's like masculine energy comes back online, but in fall position, and then guess what? Venus is in its detriment position and turning offline, and then the feminine's offline. So it's almost like we can't catch a break. There's just so much shifting and changing and reworking masculine energy, reworking feminine energy, right? Like Mars is retrograde in a feminine sign, and Venus, the feminine, is going to go retrograde in Mars' sign, the masculine. Like it is so weird, but that's okay. It's Aquarius season. It's supposed to be weird. So try to innovate and be flexible, and think about it that we're more so getting tuned to the frequency of where the vibration of our reality is going, and we want to be in that flow with a North Node in Pisces. And it might be just a little weird to adjust to right now, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. Emotions can be deep today. I think you'll be better off, honestly expressing than holding things in and letting them bubble under the surface right now. I think that would be a little bit more challenging for anything. It might come back to bite people later in the week or next month. Card for the day is the Knight of Pentacles upright. Well, quite interesting, moving forward, but not rushing forward. I think the Knight of Pentacles is very strategic about how it goes about reality and getting what it wants. It reminds me of like a Mars in Taurus. It'll move, but for quality. It'll move for the best things. It's not just going to rush. It's a slow night. So I think, we don't have to rush anything right now, but I think just being honest and upfront and courageous with what we feel, what we value, and expressing those things as best we can, even though they might come off maybe a little, it might come off a little abrasive on both sides. We're gonna have to find some like balance and be like, it's okay that somebody's feeling something right now. It's okay that I'm feeling something right now. We're all just trying to move towards a better quality of life within ourselves and without. So we're all trying to innovate that, and it's weird, and we gotta try and figure out what that physical vibration looks like, and we gotta figure out what that inner vibration feels like, and it's there's a little bit of confusion, but I think ultimately today we make some a little bit of progress forward into understanding what kind of a future we're heading into. I love you all. Have a beautiful Wednesday. I'll see you all tomorrow. Much love. Peace.